First game today is Blackburn Rovers against Wolverhampton Wanderers. You used to play for Wolves, didn't you, Steve? One of your old clubs.
Well, I was there.
Back
I'm
in
not
the
sure
day.
it was one of my better stays, shall we say? But no, it was interesting. It is a fantastic club. It's one of the one of the missed occasions, one of the few, I would say, missed occasions in my career.
Very interesting as well, talking about Wolves and teams like that before we went on air. These clubs in the Premier League, Steve, who don't have many internationals in their squads, it will have been a funny fortnight for them, won't it? Because they'll have been going in training every day, but obviously no game last weekend.
Yeah, I mean, it's a strange one, actually, because, like we say, I mean, they'll have had literally 2 weeks off.
And how does that feel as a player?
Well, it's difficult because if you've got beaten, if your manager gets the ump with you and says, right, I want you in every day for the next 2 weeks, you're off the back of a defeat. So you've got 2 weeks of, you're a little bit, down on, a bit downtrodden. It's there's a little bit of a melee at the club. You'd probably like to go in and train for 2 weeks if you come off the back of a win, because everything looks after itself. So the funny thing is that you probably need more time off when you've got beaten rather than when you win. But it won't work like that because managers won't see it like that. No. But to come in every day after you've been beaten and have 2 weeks of just training without being able to get that out of your system,
that's tough.
Yeah, it's not the greatest way to spend 2 weeks. I can.
And it might have been a difficult fortnight for these two teams because neither had really caught fire before the international break. Wolves had done all right, I suppose.
Yeah, I was going to say they were probably a little bit more upbeat than Blackburn. Their manager has been, okay with the performances. They've got a win. I think they've got a draw. And he knows that, if they do that, every 3 games they win one, lose one and draw one, the likelihood is that they'll stay up, which, has got to be their brief. Blackburn have been a bit unlucky this year so far, haven't they?
They have a little bit. And their price, Steve, is just under even. So about 13 to 15 Blackburn to win the game. Is that a good price on them at home to a promoted side?
Well, we said before, this is not one of my stronger. I don't get a real strong feel for this game. Okay. There's not enough to go on. There's been enough from Wolves to say that they can cause Blackburn trouble. I would have to favour Blackburn probably because they're just about at home. And you also get the feeling that the luck at some stage has got to go their way and they're due a little bit. Yeah. So, you could see them, maybe one of them games where they get a little bit lucky and they were to win this one. Yeah.
Well, we picked out Blackburn as our first bet for you. It is mainly on that price. It's 13 to 15, that sort of range at the moment. Wolves are 4 to 1, and the draw is 5 to 2. The second bet is statistically stronger. It's under 2.25 goals. That's available at 19 to 20. All 4 of Wolves' Premier League games so far this season have had under 2.5 goals.
Just a quick one about that. What I don't like is when you've got straights and you can make a case for each one of the straights, that's when you think, this is not a game that I really want to get tucked into. Because 4 to 1 for Wolves, away at Blackburn, there might be some who fancy that.
Yeah, absolutely right. It is a tough game. I think looking through the fixtures today, Steve, actually, this is one of the games where we would recommend people keep their stakes.
Yeah, very much so, yeah.